To some, it's the title that defines what it means to have an instant classic. Whether it's 2 out of 3 falls, ladder, TLC, steel cage, Hell in a Cell, submission, you name it. This title is attached to it and is worthy of being called an instant classic. Some call it the Workhorse Championship because workhorses of the industry who have held it made it that way. From legends such as Bret the Hitman Hart to Mr. Perfect. From its first champion, Pat Patterson, all the way to its current champion, Dirty Dominic Mysterio. This very championship has been part of the essence of WWE since the late 70s. And today, we're going to review a version of that championship that debuted right after March 14th, or WrestleMania 14, I should say, the Monday Night Raw after. We're going to be reviewing the block-logoed WWF Oval Intercontinental Championship, a design made famous by Joe Marshall. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get at it. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is David Babel, and as always, it's a pleasure to have you here on the Instant Classic Review. Now, in today's episode, we take a look at one of my favorite championships of all time because of its history. From wrestlers like Pat Patterson, Don Muraco, Pedro Morales, Ken Patera, to guys of the 80s like Macho Man Randy Savage, Tito Santana, the Ultimate Warrior, the Honky Tonk Man, and into the 90s like Mr. Perfect, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon, two guys who made the ladder match famous. To the early 2000s with guys like The Rock, Triple H, Jeff Hardy, just to name a few. And all the way to Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Let's take a look at a version that I absolutely love. This version debuted right after WrestleMania 14 on Monday Night Raw. It was debuted by then current champion The Rock, Rocky Maivia, who on that very episode would take over leadership of the Nation of Domination. Now, so many other great guys would hold this particular version of the Intercontinental title. Guys like Triple H, Ken Shamrock, Goldust, Val Venus, the Road Dogg Jesse James. Oh, you didn't know? Had to throw that one in there. So let's go ahead and take a look at this beautiful purple strapped WWF block logoed Oval Intercontinental Championship. This particular design is brought to us by Joe Marshall. Joe Marshall had a hand in the WWE title designs. I want to say from 1998 all the way into the early 2000s, give or take. My history might be a little off, but he had some really great designs, and this particular design really stood out because when we look at the classic Intercontinental Championship that dominated the late 80s and early 90s, it was a championship that so many people resonated with. It was a championship that when you saw it, you knew it meant something. And then when we got this, at first a lot of people were a little hesitant. But then when you see some of the great people who wore this version, yeah, it made a bit of a difference. So if we take a look here, we have the classic 2x5 snaps. The snaps are in a nice tooled snap box right here. You can see clamshell tooling around the plates. I don't know how well you can see it. The purple comes out pretty dark here in the lighting. Almost kind of a black almost, which is ironic because, wrestlers get sweaty. That kind of stuff happens. and the paint kind of makes it turn black almost. We come to this property plate. It says you have the WWF block logo. It says Intercontinental Champion Jay Moore 1998. We come to the first side plate, Asia, Australia, right there. Now, if you look closely, I know I'm right up here at the top. There's a little bit of paint missing. I'll be hitting up my boy Steven Hammer to see how I can fix that. Come to the next sign plate, Europe, Africa. We come to the oval design. Up top, we have World Wrestling Federation, the WWF block logo, the Intercontinental ribbon banner, and then the champion banner right here down at the bottom. You have the 6 clear stones right up here at the top. You have this nice light blue, almost dark background right here for the ocean. Now, this design would kind of stay the same throughout the years. It would go from the WWF block logo to the WWF scratch logo, and then they would take the title off TV for a while so they could put the WWE scratch logo and add a nameplate, and then this would become a longer ribbon, and it would say Intercontinental Champion right here, and it would say World Wrestling Entertainment, and then Cody Rhodes would deal with it, bringing back the classic design. On this nice inner side plate right here, we have North and South America. And then up here we have the WWF block logo. And if you can see really closely right here, we have a little bit of paint missing here and a little bit here, and then Antarctica at the bottom. There's no tooling around the actual individual plates, just individually. There's the clamshell tooling right till you get to the 2x8 snap box right here. There is no maker stamp here. I'm not sure on the maker or the leather work, so I did not get that information from when I purchased it from the seller on eBay. I know, a rare eBay find, gem. We'll take a look at the backing right here. A nice smooth black backing. Kind of fits with the time of when this title came. You can see the screws. You can see a little bit of the curve. I'm very impressed with the floppiness of the leather. Very floppy. I mean, I could go all the way around like this with the leather with it. I mean, just very nice, very beautiful. It folds up really nicely. As you can see, the back. Go ahead and flip it over as we catch ourselves here. This is how it will look folded from the front. Actually, it looks really nice folded front, you know? It's very sleek design and everything. Again, you can see how the leather holds up with the plates and everything. Looks very nice over the shoulder. It's not one of those ones where I can let go of it and it'll stand. Well, actually, made a liar out of me. It does stand unless you pat it. But this is how you would hold it. Over the shoulder look. From the back. It's very nice. Fits very nice. As always, we love to do that nice little Steven Hammer snap test. The review would not be nothing without it. And it snaps up very nicely. Again, the leather holds up nicely when snapped. Snaps evenly. Little difficulties unsnapping it, but not too bad. Overall, I would say I'd give it a 4 out of 5. You know, so I mean, there's some things that could get touched up on it. But other than that, it's a very nice championship. I highly recommend. If you can find yourself one similar like this, go ahead and get it. If I could find out the maker and who did the leather work, that would even be better. And then I can share that with all of you. Thank you guys so much for joining me here on the Instant Classic Review as we take a look at this beautiful purple strapped oval block logo WWF Intercontinental Championship. It has been my absolute pleasure to share this with you. And hopefully we get a review with you guys here really, really soon. I can't wait to do a review with you guys. Maybe we'll throw up a throwback for you. Until then, thank you for watching the Instant Classic Review. My name is David Babel, and thanks for watching.